Hi, Greg Davis. How are you? My name is Linda O'Daniel. Thanks for coming in today.
No problem.
Well, my name is Linda O'Daniel, and I've been assigned to you as your family case manager with the Department of Children and Family Services because your child was born exposed to alcohol, and because the mother was doing tremendous amount of alcohol and traces of drugs were found in her system, and the baby was born exposed. Now the baby has fetal alcohol syndrome. And the courts decided to put both of you and the mother, into parenting while the child is placed with foster care. And that's the reason why you were given a letter by the Department of Children and Family Services, and the physician made the call, and the Department of Children and Family Services has allowed us to provide you with services so you can monitor your parenting and answer any questions that you might have about your child welfare, and also be able to um, give you services so you can really be on target with parenting and housing and employment and any other social deficits that you might have. Now, before we start, do you have any questions about the court order?
Yes, I was just trying to understand why DCFS took my child away. I have a little drinking problem, but still.
Well, okay, let me explain the difference between court mandated social services and medical services compared to voluntary services. Now, since the child is newborn, fortunately for the child was diagnosed immediately. And what happened is that because the physician is court mandated to make these reports to the Department of Children and Family Services, they felt that in the best interest of the child, that the child should be placed into foster care and hopefully into relative foster care and back with you and your wife, as long as you make progress in the services. I know you feel that it's really detrimental that your kid was taken away, but your child really needs to grow healthy, have a chance to grow healthy, and also the state wants to provide you with services so you guys can be effective parents. Do you have any questions? And the difference between mandated is that you are mandated to do these services, and if you, as opposed to voluntarily, because you can voluntarily just, it's a high risk because most parents, when they say voluntarily, they don't follow through with all the services. But if you mandate it, of course, it's really um, encouraging you to really take, do the services so you can get your child back and you can be effective parenting and see if you need any other services.
So with doing the services, that's the only way I can get my child back.
Well, you have to do the You can do the services. You can ask a lot of questions. You're going to be involved with the Department of Children and Family Services. I, as your case manager, this is a social service agency that specializes working with children, family, and children that been exposed to this type of unfortunately, diagnosis. So, what we try to do as an agency is to, of course, advocate for you on the benefit of the kid, but also measure and provide you with services so we can say to the courts honestly that this parent is really working to gain good parenting skills, and also address the other deficits. Now, my question to you, are you employed?
No.
And what other issues that you would like the agency to help you with?
Uh, First, we're finding a job
Okay, job.
um, to even help me out a little bit with my problem, my alcohol, a little alcohol problem, and to find some type of like therapy for my wife.
Okay, and that can all be really accomplished because we have really good services here for addiction. And you state that you have alcohol,
Yeah, little little drinking problem.
little drinking problem, and also, as far as a parent, what do you feel that your greatest assets is being a parent?
Uh, just of course being there for my child. Uh, it's just having your child taken away from you. It's kind of hard to deal with. But I would like to be in my child's life. Uh, as far as just like raising them,
Mm-hmm.
uh, teaching them right from wrong and not to go through things that we're going through now.
Well, that's good, and I'm glad you're willing to be involved in the service. Do you have any questions about the transition of your child being taken away and placed in foster care? Do you understand that process?
No, I don't.
And the process is handled by the Department of Children and Family Services. We are a social service agency that will offer you services, but we have a connection with the Department of Children and Family Services because they rely on us to provide you not only with services, but also be able to monitor your visitations with your child, have build a connection, and also eventually you guys will be coming into family therapy if the mother wants to, address the um, alcoholism that she has experienced and be able to be an effective parent as well. So we would like to start with you first because the mother is still in the hospital. She just had a baby, and we really would like to work with you guys separately and then eventually bring you into a family therapy. And we'll definitely will start your visitations with your child immediately. And we definitely will explain to the courts that we would like to, you agree to be in services, and then we would definitely talk to the courts and ask the courts, well, can we start your visits with your child? Okay, so with that in mind, this social service agency can start helping you with we have trained and licensed counselors and experienced in child and family welfare issues such as addiction, as you have mentioned. We have employment loss. We definitely can give you some great resources for that. We have food. What about shelter? Is your housing situation stable?
No, it's not.
And we have medical and behavior services, and we will um, complete a service plan, and the service plan is going to be your goals that you have to achieve. And after you achieve those goals, this process might take a little bit longer, or it might move um, quickly. I can't say because time is of essence, and we really want to make sure that you'll be have a 100% chance of uniting with your child.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you for coming in, and we'll start Monday. And Monday will be our first initial assessment with you. And we are going to put everything in place, and we'll go over the service plan and services that you need.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day.